It's like a magic
Immediately.
fix. It's a magic fix, right?
I need a Band-Aid.
Okay. So, this is what's interesting about Band-Aids because they represent hurt, right? A Band-Aid represents hurt. But it also represents healing, right? So, with the kid, it's a magic, like it's a magic touch. It heals the problem right away. So, with our Band-Aids, we are going to visualize healing our hearts. And in doing so, we're going to, I'm gonna pass the box around. Some of y'all need more Band-Aids. And you know what? You don't have to Band-Aid your whole heart, but you kind of should with all the rips. But I won't make you give me a reason for all of them, even if you do. Okay. So, so I'm gonna place a Band-Aid on the heart to put my heart back together. And this is symbolizing how even through loss, even through loss, we heal. So start start Band-Aiding your heart, but I'll tell you, as I'm Band-Aiding my heart, each Band-Aid will represent, when you put your Band-Aids on there, a coping mechanism that you have. I want you to think about the coping mechanisms or techniques or people that you have to help you with this grief. Okay? Or for example, me. I'll start with myself here. So I lost my husband, right? And during the process, like this happened 8 years ago. I'm remarried now. I have children. But I mean, I still think about him. And like during this process, though, especially in the beginning, prayer. I'm a very religious person, and I spent a lot of time trying to deal with my grief through prayer, praying to God all the time, and it really helped me. I know everybody's not religious here, but for me, prayer was one of my main things to help me through my grief. All right, and then it's everywhere. Okay.
One piece that goes together.
I should have probably worked you guys out, but it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, and then another. You just put it paper. We'll clean up at the end. Another healing mechanism that I have, that I had, and that I still have, were at the time my parents. Okay, my parents. I was in Saudi Arabia when he passed away, living there and teaching English, and my parents were like, "Come home. We want you to come back home. We miss you. We want to grieve with you." So I had my parents to rely on. Tell me that like my heart's not coming back together perfectly either. All right, so this is mine. And one more thing that to my heart. Let me get here. Prayer, and for me, for big thing helped me through it was my friends. I had a circle of girls in Saudi who literally for the 4 months that I was still there before I left, they cooked for me, they cleaned for me, they gave me their living maids. I wasn't trying to take care of my there's a maid, keep a maid, and it just helped me so much through the process. And then I came back to Louisville and I made new friends. So for me, friends has been instrumental for fixing my broken heart. So I'm gonna put that there.
You should help me.
All right. And like I said, just put it, you don't have to put it all the way together. Just put together a couple of pieces, okay? Because our hearts are, but
I feel like I'm missing pieces.
but okay, for a second, just 1 second though. Let's look at my heart here for 1 second. Shelly and Layla. Let's look at my heart for 1 second though. So, because you guys are going to tell me your pieces, but what do you guys notice about the heart?
It's a little different shape.
It looks different, right? It's not the same as before. And that is a very important part about grief. Like, even when we can put it back together and we can heal our broken heart, it's never going to be fully the same. And that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the healing process. And it shouldn't be the same. We lost someone who was so instrumental in our life, or a situation that you really felt was important. It should never necessarily be the same. So, all right. Just share. I'm going to go around one question and just share one thing as you put your hearts together. Just share one person or thing that that you feel like you can use to help you when you get overwhelmed with your grief. So yeah.
My father, because he was very, very close to me as well, and I'm very close to him as well.
finish yours.
My husband is and was extremely supportive.
Awesome.
Wonderful. I also feel grateful for friends who, because it's not a loss like my husband or a father, like I really did minimize the grief I was experiencing, and they were the ones who could offer me the sense of, sure, it isn't this kind of a loss, but it is, and like validating my feelings, saying it's okay to feel sad about this thing. So while I still recognize it was a grief of a unique kind, I can honor it as a process that still does need a type of healing. So, feel grateful.
Awesome. That's great. Layla?
She's passed away now, but my grandmother was my fix-all.
Shelley?
My heart's obviously not going back together. My husband's probably in his grave laughing at me right now. Yeah, of course. My friends definitely helped me. They were with me the first, well, they're still with me until now. Yes, and my children. And so,
Okay. Your children are good. Awesome. And you?
I'd say my sister, because she's the only person in the whole world to experience the same things I've experienced. And she also is the only person who understands our very macabre, terrible jokes about it. So it's really good to like laugh about the pain. So she's definitely been the person I can call and be like, I need to talk to you, I need to vent about that, I need to cry about it, we need to talk about how, I guess he really didn't want to talk to me because he was so desperate to get away from me and died. That's my bad joke about my dad.
Awesome. So we all have ways to help us heal. So sometimes we think this is overwhelming, I can't do it, especially in the beginning. We're like right in the beginning, and you guys are fresh. She's more fresh than you realize. But these are things you can like look towards your broken heart. I have some Sharpies up there, but we're getting closer to the end of our session. So if you want to, you can even take it and like write down the names of the things. Like I put prayer, friends, parents, as like kind of like a little visual thing about how your heart can heal. Okay. So as I said, we have about 5 more minutes in our session. So before we're going to end it, but I'd like to do one more quick activity. So research shows that when you're grieving, it's very important to have self-care. Okay, like it makes it, when you neglect yourself, it makes your grieving process longer, and it just goes, and we do. Who wants to eat? Don't want to eat. Don't want to take care of yourself, especially in the beginning. So self-care is important. So can we just go around really quickly and tell me, what do you do for your own self-care? Like for me, I like to just take a day, wear my pajamas all day, do nothing. Like literally nothing. And probably I'm gonna eat some comfort food and watch TV, watch ridiculous, like binge wife on Desperate Housewives that I've already seen. Where I'm gonna watch it all over again. Who cares? And like go nowhere, because I'm very busy with school and with work and with my kids. So I will sit and do nothing that whole day. That is my way to like recharge. So what do you guys do give me one activity you do for self-care?
I read.
We're
we're going in order?
It's fine.
I wasn't even looking up, sorry. I read.
You read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody get out of my face, I'm reading.
Awesome. Okay.
I still read.
Mandy?
Yeah, I like to write a lot. It's like the way I process the world, so
Uh-huh.
whether I share it or not.
Okay, right. You're a beautiful writer.
I also listen to loud music and dance around.
Yeah.
Like if I clean, I turn loud music on and be ridiculous. It's just soul uplifting.
Let it go.
It's just
Great.
Well, I like to write as well, but I don't know if I use it for like grieving, but what I do really enjoy is like you get a really good song on the radio or something like from my childhood. There's like, I feel like I should create a playlist of my songs from my childhood that I'm obsessed with. And when one of those comes on the radio, just blare it out and just keep driving, like just burn the gas. Sorry, environment. We're in a mood right now.
So you like to listen to music as well?
Yeah.
So she's like, same thing. She likes to write. Just listen to music. And Shelley?
I'm very good at self-care.
Oh, good.
Yes. I
I
take
do.
bubble baths every night. I read books. I love to
6
get
kids.
my nails,
That's
my
amazing.
fingers, my hair done, whatever.
That's
I like to take care of myself.
That's
Good for
wonderful.
you.
And I like makeup.
You could give classes.
Sometimes
on
my
how to
kids do my
classes.
makeup, sometimes
I
I
know.
don't.
Kind of want to
Just
like.
make it
tell
sound
them,
like
but
you
live in the
get out of
different-
here.
That's awesome.
Mommy needs a minute.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
All right, so, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of homework, okay? Take it home. So for homework, we only have a few minutes left, but for homework, what I want you to do is I want you to first, if you have your healing hearts, look at it, look at your heart this week. If you feel overwhelmed, look at it and remember that you're not alone. You have different mechanisms to help you with your healing process. And two, I want you to choose a one self-care activity and go do it. And then our next session, you're gonna report back to me and tell me what you did, okay?
Your homework
In
is
our hypothetical session.
Yeah.
All right, so go home, do one activity of self-care, and then you report back to the group what you did, okay? In today's group, to summarize, in our group, we met today to talk about our grief experiences, and everybody shared their experiences in the beginning, how they felt. We decided what stage of grief that we felt like we were in individually. We made healing hearts, and we talked about the coping mechanisms we have to help us through our grief. And then we talked about self-care, the importance of self-care in grieving, and I gave you guys some homework. You're gonna go home and do some self-care, which is fun but hard. We got a bunch of kids. Or when you're pregnant, because just because you're pregnant does not mean you're comfortable. Right?
Sorry.
All right. And so in our next session, we will go deeper into your experiences, delve deeper in your stages of grief. So does anybody have any questions that they would like to ask before we end our session? No? All right. And so I would like to thank you for being a part of our grief session, and I look forward to our next session. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
That's just great.